Have you ever had one of those days where your luck seems to vanish? Your finances slip away, and despite your best efforts, things just don't seem to move forward. It's as though everything you touch suddenly loses its shine. Have you ever wondered why this happens? Could there be more to it than just bad luck? What if I told you that one small mistake, something you probably didn't even think twice about, could be the reason behind it all? The mistake could be giving away something essential to your fortune, unknowingly transferring your energy and wealth to someone else. In today's world, we often view giving as a kind and selfless act. But what if the items we give away aren't just material objects? According to ancient Feng Shui and Buddhist wisdom, each object carries its own energy and in turn influences our prosperity. Some of these items might be silently guarding your wealth, and parting with them carelessly could mean letting go of the very energy that protects your fortune. Is it possible that giving away certain items could affect your financial well-being, or is it just superstition? In this video, we explore the 7 items you should never give away carelessly because the consequences might surprise you. Before we dive in though, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. You won't want to miss out on the fascinating insights we have to offer. Stay tuned till the end, as you might discover something that changes your perspective on your own wealth. 1. Withered plants, wilted flowers, and broken items. In the physical world, plants are much more than simple decorations. They are symbols of life, vitality, and abundance. Feng Shui, an ancient Chinese practice that emphasizes harmony between individuals and their environment, teaches that healthy plants actively attract prosperity and positive energy into a space. A flourishing plant, with its vibrant leaves and growing roots, embodies vitality, growth, and the blossoming of life's possibilities. But much like any living thing, plants go through cycles. When they wither, they represent more than just unattractiveness or neglect. In Feng Shui, a withered plant is an indication of stagnation, a visual sign that the natural flow of energy, or Chai, has been blocked. Stagnant energy in your environment can disrupt the flow of abundance into your life, causing you to feel stuck, uninspired, or even spiritually drained. It's not just about the plant, it's about what it represents. The plant, like all things in nature, mirrors your own inner state. A wilted plant reflects an inner landscape that may be out of balance, where growth has stalled and your energy is depleted. This concept is closely related to the teachings of Buddhism, which emphasize the interconnectedness of all things. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is bound by the cycle of samsara, the endless cycle of suffering and rebirth. When we cling to things that no longer serve us, be it a relationship, a habit, or even an object, we reinforce the cycle of stagnation. The act of holding on to objects, whether they are withered plants or broken items, is often a subtle form of attachment. This attachment keeps us tethered to the past, preventing us from moving forward, and in the process, it hinders our personal and spiritual growth. In the teachings of the Buddha, letting go is an essential practice. It is through the act of releasing what no longer serves us, whether physical objects, outdated beliefs, or negative emotions, that we make space for renewal and growth. The Buddha once said, "Attachment is the root of suffering," and indeed, when we let go of these objects, we can release the stagnation they represent. If you find yourself struggling with stagnation or feeling stuck in life, consider what withered items you might be holding on to, whether they're physical objects or old attachments in your mind and heart. Replacing them with vibrant, life-affirming plants, like the money tree or lucky bamboo, can serve as a symbolic invitation for new energy and prosperity. In this way, replacing dead plants is not just about beautifying your space, it's about renewing the flow of abundance into your life. By consciously choosing plants that embody vitality and growth, you align your environment with your desire for prosperity and positive energy. Buddhism teaches us to be mindful of the energy we allow to surround us, to cleanse our spaces, and to detach from anything that no longer serves our highest good. Every small act of releasing can be a powerful step towards spiritual freedom. 2. Watches. Watches are fascinating objects. At first glance, they may appear to be simple tools for keeping track of time, but in Feng Shui, watches hold far greater significance. They are seen as energetic markers of the passage of time, symbolizing the continuity of the past, present, and future. The act of wearing a watch is not just about tracking hours. It is about connecting to the moments of our life. Each tick of the watch represents a fleeting moment, a piece of our journey that we will never get back. When you give away a watch, particularly one that has been part of your life for many years, you are not merely giving away a material object. You are passing on a piece of your own energy, a fragment of your experiences and your karma. Just as a watch carries the energy of the time it measures, it also carries the energy of the moments you've lived through, your successes, your struggles, your milestones, and your regrets. These emotional imprints become tied to the watch, and when you pass it on, you unknowingly transfer those energies to someone else. In Buddhism, we are taught that time is impermanent and that everything is subject to change. Each moment carries the potential for both suffering and enlightenment. When we give away something imbued with the energy of our past, such as a watch that has witnessed both joyful and difficult moments, we may be transferring that karmic energy to the recipient. The person who receives the watch may unknowingly absorb the energy of your past experiences, for better or for worse. They may experience the same struggles, the same obstacles, or even the same breakthroughs that you went through, as the energy of the watch subtly influences their life. Take, for example, a man who has worn the same watch for years through moments of success and hardship. The watch has become more than just a tool. It has become a silent witness to his journey. One day he decides to gift this watch to his son, thinking it will serve as a cherished family heirloom. But shortly after receiving the watch, the son begins to face difficulties in his life. He struggles with his career, experiences unexpected setbacks, and feels an unexplainable heaviness. What he doesn't realize is that he has unknowingly absorbed the energy of his father's past experiences. The watch, imbued with the father's energy, has influenced his life in ways he never expected. Buddhist philosophy teaches us that everything carries energy, both positive and negative. When you give a watch that holds memories of the past, you are not simply passing on an object. You are transferring energy. If the watch carries unresolved energy or negative experiences, it may disrupt the flow of the recipient's own energy, leading them to face similar challenges or difficulties. On the other hand, if the watch holds positive, life-affirming energy, it can become a powerful symbol of growth, success, and happiness. To ensure that the watch retains only positive energy, it is important to cleanse it spiritually before passing it on. In Feng Shui, the energy of an object can be purified through rituals such as exposure to sunlight, the use of incense, or meditation. By purifying the watch, you release any negative or stagnant energy it may carry and ensure that it is aligned with positive intentions. In Buddhism, we learn that every object we give away holds the potential to shape the future of the recipient. By practicing mindfulness and purifying the objects we pass on, we ensure that we are not transferring negative karma, but instead offering a gift that promotes harmony and growth. When gifting a watch, it's important to ask yourself, does this object carry any unresolved energy? Does it hold memories of pain, regret, or unfulfilled potential? If so, it might be best to let go of it and choose something new, something that is free from past imprints. Just as the Buddha taught us to practice detachment and mindfulness, we can approach our possessions with the same awareness, ensuring that the energy we pass on is one of positivity, freedom, and growth. In both Feng Shui and Buddhism, watches are not merely tools to track time. They are symbols of our journey through life. By being mindful of the energy we attach to our possessions, and by purifying those energies before passing them on, we create a life filled with abundance, harmony, and meaningful connections. 3. Sharp knives and kitchen utensils. Knives are so much more than just tools for chopping vegetables or slicing fruit. In both Feng Shui and Buddhism, they are powerful symbols of separation. A sharp knife with its blade poised for cutting represents the ability to sever ties and break bonds. This might seem innocuous in a kitchen setting, but when viewed through the lens of energy and intention, the act of giving a knife can be more than just passing along a kitchen utensil. It may transfer the energy of division, conflict, and even loss. In Feng Shui, knives carry the energetic imprint of separation. Their sharp edges signify the potential to break relationships, dissolve connections, or sever the natural flow of harmony in one's life. When you give someone a knife, especially one that has been used in past emotional conflicts, you risk transferring that energy to them, unwittingly inviting disharmony or discord into their lives. This is especially true for knives used in personal, difficult, or contentious moments. The act of gifting them can unconsciously extend the karmic energy of separation, creating distance and tension in the recipient's life. Consider a scenario where you receive a beautiful set of knives from a close friend. At first, the gift feels generous and thoughtful, but over time, you begin to notice a series of small misunderstandings and arguments arising in your life. Relationships that were once smooth now seem strained. You might start feeling disconnected from people you once held close. You may not realize it, but that knife has carried the energy of separation into your life, just as the blade divides. This story, though hypothetical, illustrates how objects imbue our lives with the energy of the giver. In Buddhism, this mirrors the teachings on karma, the idea that every action, whether intentional or unintentional, carries an energetic imprint. The knife, symbolizing separation, can disrupt the natural flow of connection and harmony in your relationships. If you find yourself giving a knife, it's crucial to approach it with mindfulness. Instead of giving an object that represents division, consider items that promote unity, peace, and connection. Perhaps a vase or artwork that symbolizes togetherness. And if a knife is a gift you must give, cleanse it first through ritual, expose it to sunlight, cleanse it with incense, and infuse it with the intention of restoring harmony. Such rituals align the gift with the energy of unity, allowing it to become a bridge rather than a barrier. In the words of Buddha, let go of that which does not serve you. This applies not only to emotional attachments, but to the objects we possess. Just as we must cut ties with harmful habits or relationships, we should ensure that the objects we give away carry only the energy we wish to share: love, kindness, and positive intentions. 4. Wallets, handbags, and safes. When we think about wallets, handbags, and safes, they're usually seen as mere containers for cash, cards, and documents. But in Feng Shui, these everyday items are much more than that. They are vessels that hold our financial energy. Every time you make a transaction, purchase, or investment, your wallet absorbs the energy of that exchange. In a sense, your wallet is an energetic container for your financial life, and the state of your wallet reflects the state of your financial well-being. In Buddhism, everything is interconnected, and your relationship with money is no exception. How you treat your wallet or handbag reflects your attitude toward abundance. A disorganized, cluttered wallet with expired receipts, old bills, and crumpled cash often mirrors a chaotic financial life, one where money slips through your fingers and you feel financially overwhelmed. On the other hand, a well-organized, clean, and cared-for wallet symbolizes respect for your finances. When you take the time to organize your wallet and treat it with care, you are also sending a message to the universe that you are ready to receive and manage your wealth with respect and intention. Consider a story about Sarah, a woman who had been struggling with her finances. Despite her hard work, her business wasn't growing, and she constantly found herself just scraping by. One day while cleaning her room, she found her wallet buried under a pile of receipts, coupons, and old cards. The wallet was worn, its zipper barely working, and its contents a chaotic mess. As she held it in her hands, Sarah realized that the state of her wallet was a reflection of how she had been treating her finances: disorganized, neglected, and careless. Sarah decided to take action. She replaced her old wallet with a new one, something clean, organized, and beautiful. She carefully organized her cards, cash, and receipts, and even placed a small crystal inside the wallet to invite positive energy. Over the next few weeks, Sarah noticed a shift in her life. Her business dealings became smoother, her financial situation improved, and even her sense of self-worth and confidence grew. The simple act of respecting her financial energy by organizing her wallet had opened up space for prosperity to flow into her life. In Buddhism, the practice of mindfulness extends to every aspect of our lives, including our relationship with money. How we treat our wallets, the energy we invest in organizing them, and the intention we set for our financial energy all contribute to the flow of prosperity. Just as Sarah experienced a shift in her life, you too can experience positive changes by respecting your financial energy. Cleanse your wallet, replace it if necessary, and treat it with the care it deserves. Doing so will not only improve your financial situation, but will also attract abundance and stability into your life. 5. Salt may seem like an ordinary household item, but in Feng Shui and Buddhism, it holds profound significance as a purifier and protector. In Feng Shui, salt is used to cleanse spaces, absorb stagnant energy, and protect from negative influences. Its ability to purify and neutralize harmful energy makes it a key element in maintaining balance and harmony in your environment. In Buddhism, salt is used in rituals to cleanse one's surroundings and remove negative influences. It represents strength, endurance, and protection. Just as salt preserves food, it also symbolizes the preservation of good fortune and positive energy. Salt acts as a protective barrier, absorbing negativity and creating a space where only positive energy can thrive. Consider the story of David, a man who had recently moved into a new home. Despite the beauty of the house, he felt an inexplicable heaviness in the air. His work life seemed stagnant, and conflicts with his colleagues became more frequent. David's friend, who was familiar with Feng Shui and Buddhism, suggested a simple but effective solution: a salt cleansing ritual. David placed bowls of salt in the corners of his home, where it could absorb the negative energy. After a few days, he carefully disposed of the salt in running water, symbolizing the release of any harmful influences. The moment the salt was removed, David noticed a significant shift in the energy of his home. His work life began to improve, his relationships became more harmonious, and he felt a sense of peace and clarity that had been absent before. The simple act of using salt to purify his space had restored balance and opened the door for positive energy to flow freely. Salt's purifying power is not just limited to the physical environment. It extends to our internal state as well. Just as salt cleanses and protects, it reminds us to purify our thoughts and intentions. Whether it's through a ritual of placing salt in the corners of your home or using it in your personal spiritual practices, salt can serve as a powerful tool for maintaining harmony and protection in your life. In Buddhism, purification is a key aspect of spiritual practice. By using salt to cleanse and protect your environment, you align yourself with the energy of purity, peace, and positive transformation. This simple act of purification can help release negative energy, creating space for growth, abundance, and protection. In conclusion, the objects we hold, gift, and care for in our lives, whether knives, wallets, or salt, carry energetic imprints that influence the flow of energy in our surroundings. Being mindful of the energy these items carry and treating them with care and respect can transform our environments and attract positive energy. By understanding the symbolism behind these objects and using them consciously, we can invite prosperity, harmony, and protection into our lives, just as the ancient teachings of Feng Shui and Buddhism suggest. 6. Underwear. Underwear is one of the most intimate items we wear, yet its significance is often overlooked. In Feng Shui and Buddhism, however, it is much more than just a practical garment. Underwear is the closest item to the body, and as such, it holds the energy of the wearer. Every experience, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual, imprints on it, making it a powerful vessel for personal energy. Think about the times you've gone through stressful moments, whether it's an argument, a personal setback, or even a physical illness. During these times, your emotional state leaves an imprint on everything around you, including your underwear. These garments, often worn when we feel vulnerable, absorb that energy. This may sound subtle, but in Buddhism, everything is interconnected. Our possessions carry the essence of our experiences, and when we give away something that has absorbed negative energy, we may unknowingly transfer that energy to another person. In Buddhist teachings, attachment to objects or memories that carry negative energy can keep us tethered to past emotions, preventing us from moving forward. The act of holding on to or gifting worn, emotionally charged underwear can perpetuate that cycle. A personal example: imagine someone has gone through a particularly difficult relationship, filled with emotional turmoil and pain. The underwear they wore during that time might still hold the energy of that struggle. If they pass it on to someone else, that energy may subtly affect the recipient's emotional state, even without them realizing it. To cleanse such energy, Buddhist rituals suggest purification practices. Placing the item in sunlight, using incense, or offering a prayer to release any stagnant energy are all powerful ways to reset the energy contained within the object. If you feel like the underwear has absorbed negative emotions, it may be best to replace it with something new, symbolizing a fresh start. In Feng Shui, replacing worn or emotionally loaded items with new clean items is a way to invite renewed energy and abundance into your life. In this sense, parting with old items, whether they are underwear, clothes, or possessions, symbolizes emotional release. It's an act of letting go of the past and embracing new possibilities, a core principle in both Buddhism and Feng Shui. As the Buddha said, "Let go or be dragged." Sometimes replacing worn-out possessions with new ones is an act of liberation that clears the path for new positive energy to flow into your life. 7. Rings. Rings are not just decorative. They hold deep meaning in both Feng Shui and Buddhism. Whether it's a wedding ring, an engagement ring, or a family heirloom, a ring symbolizes commitment, connection, and the energy of past relationships. Rings carry the imprint of your life's experiences, and they reflect the interconnectedness of your past, present, and future. In Buddhism, the concept of karma teaches that everything we do leaves a spiritual imprint. When you gift a ring, particularly one with sentimental value, you're not only giving away a physical object, but you're also passing on a piece of your energy, the emotional weight and experiences attached to it. A simple gift of a ring can unknowingly transfer your past struggles, joys, and even unresolved conflicts to the recipient. Imagine a person giving a ring from a past relationship. While it may seem like a thoughtful gesture, the energy tied to that ring could influence the recipient's life in unexpected ways. The ring could carry with it the unresolved energy of the past, affecting the recipient's relationships or experiences. If you must part with a ring, it's crucial to purify it with intention. Cleansing it through sunlight, incense, or meditation can release any negative energy, ensuring that the gift remains pure and aligned with positive energy. Buddhist teachings emphasize mindfulness and detachment when parting with personal items, especially those tied to significant emotional experiences. By doing so, you can free yourself from past energy and allow fresh, positive energy to flow into both your life and the life of the recipient. In both Feng Shui and Buddhism, everything we own carries energy, positive or negative. The objects we surround ourselves with, from plants and watches to wallets and rings, influence our lives and our prosperity. By being mindful of what we give away and how we treat these objects, we can ensure that the energy we pass on is positive, empowering, and aligned with our intentions. As you move forward in your journey of mindfulness and wealth, remember to be aware of the energy that surrounds you. Each possession holds power, and every gift carries a transfer of energy. By practicing mindful living, you can invite prosperity, peace, and harmony into your life. If you found these insights valuable, I encourage you to subscribe to Buddhist Wisdom Daily for more content on Feng Shui, Buddhist teachings, and mindful living. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and remember, the energy you surround yourself with has the power to shape your future.